everyone, just me, Jeff Donnelly, jpdonnelly8.com, jpdonnelly8, Instagram, Facebook, jp Donnelly, you know, Jeff Donnelly everywhere, Jeffery Paul Donnelly, yeah. You know, author of Emotion and Political Repression, book I wrote detailing the corruption I faced when I was 25 years old, running for, you know, Congress in Massachusetts as a commonsense Republican back in the day. I hold degrees in psychology and criminal justice. I'm a graduate of the Massachusetts Department of Youth Services Training Academy, DYS, where I worked for a while. Okay, so just a little quick recap of day one of the Karen Read trial, of what I got out of it. First off, you know, the state gave a lengthy explanation of their theory of what happened. We've all expected that, you know, plain and simple. Then the defense got up there and gave their theory of what they're claiming. But what really should be noticed is afterwards they actually had to go before the judge, you know, and talk to her, you know. Yeah, that wasn't a good sign for Karen Read's attorney, and I believe the reason behind that is they were told that they cannot do a third-party culprit or whatever the hell it is. Basically, where they're blaming a third party for the thing because they didn't lay it down prior to the trial, as the judge had requested. The judge said they actually could not do that. But in the defense's opening, that's all that they really did, is blamed everyone else. They blamed people in the house. They even blamed the dog, which is going to be strange, because there was no canine DNA on John O'Keefe. So them blaming the dog for, you know, this right here, and saying that the dog was involved. Once again, the photos do not show puncture wounds, which a dog actually inflicts on people unless the dog has no teeth. Dogs don't just claw people. Cats claw. Dogs bite. I know, I saw my father's dog do it to him twice. Cats claw, dogs viciously bite and leave puncture wounds. So who knows, maybe they're going to blame a cat. Maybe they're going to say a cat was in the house. A cat clawed him up, who knows, what's next? But anyways, John O'Keefe's brother and sister-in-law took the stand. Okay. They really didn't have much negative to say about Karen Read. You know, the only thing really negative they had to say is that when they were all on vacation, that John, you know, O'Keefe ran into his former deceased partner's ex-wife, and who he's the godson of their child, and that they hugged, which, if you see people that you don't expect to see, especially if you're the godfather of their child, yeah, you're gonna hug them. But I guess Karen Read went crazy, went all upset over that situation, and argued in front of the niece and nephew even. That shows that, you know, she gets unhinged. Which then again, we already know because the voicemails. But anyways, we learned that right there, which now it's a fact. But remember, the opening statements are not facts. They're just opinions from people who weren't there. So this right here, fact, pattern, fact, whatever. Then we got a canted cop, who was the first person on the scene. This is something that I would have loved to see earlier. You know, like, but there's a reason why the defense didn't leak this dash cam video. This dash cam video shows what the road looked like, what the visibility was, and everything that night. Well, that morning. It was still dark. Dark and a blizzard. There's no streetlights on the road. Like, there was no way that that Karen Read was gonna see that body from the back seat of an SUV in that kind of weather and that kind of lighting condition. You're not going to see a body on the yard in that kind of lighting at all. especially if you're sitting in the back seat of an SUV. I don't remember if they said she was on the driver's side or the passenger side, or on the side that the road was, well, the side that the house was on, or the opposite side. But just seeing that dash cam video of the conditions that night, of how dark it was and how bad it was snowing, you're not going to see a body unless you knew the body was there, plain and simple. The driver didn't see it, the passenger didn't see it, but Karen Read saw it. So yeah, that's a quick recap of what happened, yesterday during the trial of Karen Read. Today should be interesting because today the defense gets to cross-examine the cop, which should be interesting. I'm telling you right now, I don't trust the government. This case seems like a pretty open and shut case. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if that cop who was investigating this really did go through Karen Read's phone looking for nudes, if that comes out during the trial, that cop is a complete piece of shit and belongs being charged with some form of crime. If he did that, if he sent text messages out to people saying that, and they have proof of this, that cop needs to, number one, he needs to be removed from being a police officer and barred from ever being a police officer ever again. But he should be civilly sued for that, as well as criminally charged and placed in fucking jail, because that's just fucking wrong on so many levels. But once again, we're just hearing this in an opening statement. We don't have the proof yet. If the proof exists, we'll see it on cross-examination, which should be interesting. But that's not enough to throw out the case. That's enough to show that the guy is a complete piece of shit. But there's way, 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 way more hard evidence to this case than, someone that wants to see fucking Karen Read naked, right? That doesn't mean he planted fucking evidence and shit. It just means he's a fucking scumbag. Then again, Turtle Boy is known for nudes and shit like that too. So who fucking knows? So if you're going after him for that, then you also got to go after Turtle Boy for the nudie situation, revenge porn too. All right? Okay, well, whatever. Once again, Jeff Donnelly, JP Donnelly, JP Donnelly 8, Instagram, Facebook, yeah, basically everywhere. So have a great day.